What up, what up? We're live. Wait for a few folks to get in. What up? What up, Kimon? Here we go. Now we're getting some people. I was starting to think it wasn't working. What's up, Joe? So, I wanted to do a live, another Q&A. It seemed to do okay last time, so I figured I'd do it again and see how it goes. So I got my second device so I can see. What up, Nori? Shout out to Nori. So if you guys saw the video today, I did my hematite, my last Georgia Mountain Watch win. That thing is a killer. I actually have it on the wrist right now. But super grateful to win again. So to start this live off, I brought up my winnings I've won on the raffle so far. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, there's I think four or five, like Mike Farrow runs on Facebook. The three I play in is Original Watch Raffle, Flash Watch Raffle, and then Mr. Michael Carson's Georgia Mountain Watch Raffles. And I've been fortunate to win 5 times. So I just won on my 5th. It's not here yet, or else I'd show you. But I just won the Sand 6 Pave dial, the one with the NH35, rose gold and stainless steel. So killer piece, another great win. Super stoked. But I've been playing maybe 2 games a week, and I'm seriously hooked. What up, Rico? I love the hematite. Oh, you have the SW200, which is probably super sweet too. The SW200 is one of my favorite movements. It's a reliable workhorse and a very clean, simple dial. I love the way the dials are on SW200s. And I actually won one I'm going to show right now. So this is the first one I won, or the second one. So the first one I don't have anymore. It was the Tinted Crystal Venom, and Venoms. If you watch my channel, if you know me, you know I don't wear Venoms. They're uncomfortable. I just don't like them. Nothing against them, but I just don't do it. What up, Marco? Yo, yo. So I traded that one off maybe like a month after I owned it. Did a video on it, and then I traded it. But this is my second win from the watch raffle groups. This is gold bezel, all stainless steel, master calendar, Venom hybrid. I won this one, let's say maybe 3-4 months ago. And then just maybe 2-3 months ago, I won this one. X-Wing, try to get it without glare on it. Meteorite dial, SW200. 46 millimeter, I don't know why it's so glary. Let me turn off that light and see if that helps. You can kind of see a little better. It's actually coming from my window. So anyway, this is the Meteorite dial uh, X-Wing. Love this watch. Never thought I'd like a 46 millimeter watch, but it wears well. So that was my third win, not second, third win. And then this hematite was a fourth. And then I got that Sand 6 coming is my fifth. So I'm feeling pretty lucky. I should buy a lottery ticket. Because normally I don't win crap. My luck is normally not this good. But I think the consistency of playing has helped me to win. So 5 watches won. And if you're not part of those groups, man, this isn't a paid promotion or nothing, but it's fun. It's addicting for sure. I mean, just like watch collecting is. You get a little stuck on it. Kevin's in the house. What up? So Q&A. I figured we'd do a Q&A. And if you guys had questions you want to ask me, go for it. I'm also selling 4 pieces that I thought I'd post on YouTube, try something different before I put them on Facebook and see if I get any bids or any people interested in buying it. But they're all Coalition Grand Octanes. They're all gold, all 4 of them, different dial or different dial colors. They all have the G10 to 11. So this is the first one. This one's all gold, literally. Oh my! Can you close the blinds? I'm getting a black glare. Can you close it, please? Go. It's okay. She's trying to be quiet for the live. Much better. Thank you. So that's the first one, all gold. This one's up for sale with the links. Then I've got the gold with the black dial. I know what I spent. I'm not expecting to make any money off of these, but I'm really curious to see what kind of offers I get if I do get offers. This one's killer. That bright blue dial. It's like a royal blue. This thing hits. Blue and yellow, I love that combination, and this reminds me of that, even though it's gold. It's yellow gold, and that blue and yellow just looks really good together. This is one that I was after for a long time, but I just don't wear them. I don't wear my Grand Octanes anymore. And then this one is the gunmetal and turquoise. So it's like that charcoal gray, and then it's got the turquoise on the hour markers in the hands. This one's super unique. You never see nobody sporting this one. So these are the 4 I got up for sale. If anybody's interested, hit me up. If you're friends with me on Facebook, PM me, and I'll try to work something out with you guys. I'll show you more if you want. They all have the extra links. But Rico's selling some pieces. Yeah, you know my motto. I sell to buy. So right now I'm after a couple grails, and I'm willing to sell some other watches to obtain those grails. Any 48 millimeter Grand Octanes? No. Remember, it was all about the big watch. So the 48 millimeters were just way too small for me when I was collecting these. So they're all 63 or 56, however you want to measure them. But tell us about your badass watch group. So big ass watches is a watch group, and most of the people in here know that group. You know, it's a family oriented. The Invicta family mainly. It's a great group. I started it to be not just solely Invicta, to be able to sport whatever watch you're into and post it in the group. So that was the whole purpose of creating Big Ass Watches, the Facebook group, and then be able to give people the shout out and the cover and the birthday wishes and all that good stuff was something I wanted to do to acknowledge people and make them feel special. So that's how that came about, and really the only reason I even started that group. What are your plans for future watch purchases? I don't buy new, or I try not to buy new as much anymore. Just I'm more after old school pieces that I missed out on, that I couldn't afford back in the day. Normally the way I buy watches nowadays is they fall on my lap. So Jason says a lot of the purchases have been influenced by the group. Raffle them. Raffling my gold watches. Gold watches don't do good on the raffle. That's the reason why I'm doing it this way first. Um, Even my Tria that I just raffled off, me and Pharaoh were talking about it, and he was like, I don't know if it's going to do good or not because it's gold accented. It only had gold on the cabling, but it still had gold on it, but it actually did well. And I appreciate you guys for the support because I think, um, especially like Kenny Trainer, some of the people that bought tickets were buying them just because it was my watch and trying to help me out, which is awesome, and I appreciate it. So, back to the future purchasing. I don't shop on Shop HQ anymore. I don't shop on Invicta stores anymore. I kind of wait for a collector to hit me up and say they're selling something, or there's something that I've been wanting that when I finally have the money, I go chasing it. So a perfect example of that is that Blue Label Russian Diver, the 15th anniversary, the one with the crown at the six. I've been after that watch for over a year now, and still haven't been able to get it. I went in pretty heavy on the raffle when it was up there, and I didn't win. But that's one of those watches that I really, really want. I'm not trying to pay, way overpay for it, but at the same time, I'm chasing it, and nobody wants to sell it. It's a beautiful watch, and I get it. But that's definitely one that I'm after right now. Is that Blue Label Russian Diver. I also want one more hybrid, Venom hybrid, Bolt hybrid, with that, Soboko Specialty case and cradle, just to fill the case behind me, that white case there. I'm missing one hybrid, and I got this little issue where I have to fill it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the positivity. I just keep it real, and either you like me or you don't. And I'm never going to turn my back on family. So if you got a question, of course I'm going to answer it. And you know, um, I like to steer people the right way and make sure that they're not getting themselves into a situation where they might get burned. If I can help in any way, believe me, I'm going to help. Um, and if you missed that comment from Kevin, he was just giving me a little bit of props, which I appreciate. But it's just it's what human nature should be and what people should do. It's not nothing special from me. It's just me and being real, and always hoping that that next person would do the same for me. And speaking on that, I got burnt because I was after that Blue Label Russian Diver, and luckily I used PayPal, and so I'm waiting for my refund to come in. But I posted it up in Big Ass Watches like last week. Somebody hit me up, and I went for it like a sucker. I knew better. I had that gut feeling, and well, the watch never shipped, so I got burned. But it's all good. PayPal's gonna have my back hopefully, and I'll get my refund. But it sucks, and I was so excited to get that piece, man. I've been chasing that thing for so long. Not even funny. Um, the Turby kick, that's an expensive kick, man. So one Turby that if I could find it for the right price, and I never want to overpay, and I never want to pay retail. I'm a tightwad like that. Is the one Kimon has, your gunmetal and rose gold tourbillon, the Tria, dude, that watch is so sick. I think you and Kenny have that watch, but that watch from the day I saw it posted, I was like, I have to have that. If I was to get another tourbillon, I'd probably be after that one. That thing is beautiful. I don't remember what it sold for because I definitely didn't have close to the amount of money that was needed for that watch. And that's another thing about me too is I don't do value pay. I don't do credit cards. If I don't have the money to spend, I don't buy it. That watch is beautiful. I can imagine. That thing's beautiful in pictures. You take some great pictures, by the way, so your watches always look good. See, 900, yeah, there's no way. Because see, I would be putting all 900 up, straight up, boom. I don't do credit. I don't do the 6 payment plans. If I have it, I spend it. If I don't, I don't. Um, That's just my motto. Nothing against credit or anything like that. Just I feel more comfortable knowing I'm not in debt to anything. I had that money and it's gone. That's just my thing with, especially with watches. Not with everything, but with watches and like sneakers and stuff like that. Uh, I don't I don't put myself in debt or put that on credit and have to worry about a payment for 6 months to 5 years. Who knows how long you're going to be stretching that thing out. It's just not me. I just don't do it that way. So, if a watch like that one that Kimon has, that Trio, $900, that means I have to have $900 to drop. $950 after tax and shipping, and I can't. I don't think I could spend 900 up front on a watch. If I was doing maybe like a year payment plan, that might not hurt so bad. Kenny, what's up, brother? Hey, better late than never, right? Um, you haven't missed much. We're just kind of just shooting the breeze, talking a little bit about everything. Rico got a graffiti tria. How do you feel about that, Rico, on your wrist? I know you've got like a 6.5 or 7 inch wrist. How's it feel on your wrist? Because I think the Tria is a pretty comfortable watch for being so huge. Um, I really dig the Tria. I just raffled one off. If you guys missed it, I did a twisted metal, but I really like the Trias. Um, so where was I at? I can't remember what we were talking about. Get sidetracked with the comments, but oh, so something I just bought just out of pure impulse. Somebody posted it in the group and I couldn't help myself. Is this little shadow box. So it was $20, man. I think I paid 28 after taxes and shipping. Cool little thing, man. I mean, it's just something I can hang on the wall. I think it's cool. I like it. Um, I saw it posted and I was like, man, I'm gonna get that. Am I coming out blurry to you guys? Because on my secondary device, I look all granulated and blurry. Is that the way you guys are seeing me? Because if so, I'll turn my Wi-Fi off. Yeah, you guys are seeing me all blurry. Is that better? I look like trainer. Let me know if that's any better. I turned the Wi-Fi off. Yes? Okay, cool. So my Wi-Fi sucks, obviously. So right now I was looking down at my secondary device and I was like, oh, I'm all granulated, look all crazy. Good. Yeah. I figured it would because the way that the tree is set up, it sits well on the wrist. Um, and like Kimon, I've noticed lately even wearing Grand Octanes, those mosaics. I can't remember who I sold those to. I want to say I sold them to Jason Garrett, my mosaics. I had the Grand Octanes. But I love those watches, man. And I knew once I posted them for sale, they'd be gone. And I sold them as a set. That's all you posted two back to back. And I sold them as a set. And they flew. They were gone quick. And I think I got a super good deal. I think I sold both for like $300. Um, which I mean was a little too cheap. But are they back now? Those were hot watches. I was just one of those things where the Grand Octanes just don't get no wrist time anymore. So why keep them? There's some of them that I'm gonna keep. Like I have a set of 7. I customized one of them, and it's a set, and it's the only set I have left that I collected. Because for a while there, I was doing the model number series where I collect them. So that set of 7 is never going anywhere. I have a Hulk, a Captain America, and Punisher, and I want to keep those 3 together because the Captain America was a gift from my lady, and I want 3. I don't want just one. Comic watches, the only comic watches I have, so I'm keeping all 3 of those. There's a couple that were gifts to me, so obviously those aren't going anywhere, and that's why I chose these 4 all gold to let go because I have no attachment to them. They're beautiful watches. I chased them like all the other ones, but I have no attachment, so they can go. Oh, okay, they're on Shop HQ. What were they selling for? I bet you they're at least more than 150. Uh, do I have the Iron Man? No, I do not. The only three comic watches I have is Hulk, Captain America, and Punisher. And it's just those three Grand Octanes. I don't own any other comic character watches. I need a moderator. Somebody to be in there on the comments and be like, smash the like button. I see I got 5 likes and there's 18 of us in the group right now in here watching. Marco has an Iron Man. I'm sure he does. You have a lot of Iron Man, don't you, Marco? So, how many of you guys care about the Swiss made? That label at the 6 o'clock. I have mixed emotions about that. So, as your comments come in, I'll react to them. But um, the Swiss made thing to me was huge when I first started collecting Invicta because most of the watches were, yeah, exactly. It used to mean something. Most of the watches were labeled Swiss made back when I first started collecting Invicta. And then that whole new rule came in and they stopped labeling them Swiss made and started doing Swiss movement. And I could care less at that time. It was all about exactly. That's how I am now, Kimon. I care, but it's not a deal breaker. But if I had the choice of two side by side, one says Swiss movement, one says Swiss made, I'm going for the Swiss made every time. So anyway, it became where I didn't care as much whether it had it or not, and it was all about the look of the watch. So I started buying a lot of watches that didn't say Swiss made and it didn't faze me at all. But then just maybe in the last year or two, I've kind of wanted to refine my collection. And I wanted to get back to having watches that either mean something to me, some kind of attachment. 209. So Jason got a good deal for me. I believe I sold them to him for a lot cheaper than that. I wanted either they have like some kind of emotional attachment or they were Swiss made, hard to find watches. And even a lot of my Swiss mades I've let go. But so that's kind of where I switch gears, and that's why I'm not shopping for new watches as often anymore. If I'm gonna buy a newer watch, it's got to be something like a Grail. Um, it means something, but all new stuff and movements, it is what it is. Yeah. And Angel says, no biggie for me. Components come from all over the world. Unless you spend thousands of dollars, I'm definitely not rich. Just build quality watch. Yeah, and that is true. Swiss made isn't what it used to be. So I have a Platinum Select Akula, and that says Swiss made on it, and that's a newer watch. I know a lot of all the Platinum Selects said Swiss made on them. I have Venom Hybrid Heritage and a Russian Diver Heritage that are newer. That when the Heritage first came out, they said Swiss made on them. But it still means something to me. It's not that big of a deal. But like I said, if I had the option to get the Swiss made version instead of the non-Swiss made, I'm gonna go Swiss made every time. Like the hybrids here. This one says Swiss made, and that means something to me. Oh, you can't see it. The damn glare. Anyway, yeah, this hematite that I'm wearing is Swiss made, and just seeing that down there for some reason, this adds a little more cool factor to me on the watch. So buy if it's quality, and that's the thing is, um, not all watches are created equal. I used to stick to reserve and Swiss made. If it wasn't both of those, if it wasn't reserve and Swiss made, I wasn't even going to look at it. Obviously that's changed, but I still prefer the reserve line, even though the reserve doesn't mean as much as it used to either. Where reserve, 5-6 years ago was a top notch. What's your go-to piece for a night out on the town? Huh. So right now, all I do is work, YouTube, and sleep. So ever since like COVID hit, me and my lady haven't been out once on like a date night or nothing. We definitely need to do that. But if I had to pick a watch to go out a night on the town, it'd probably be a Chaos because they're light and they're comfortable. I mean, light compared to what I normally wear, which is like a Bolt Zeus or something like that. The Chaos is a lot lighter, and it's very comfortable on my wrist. Or even like an Aragon Sea Charger. Those are very comfortable on my wrist. I really enjoy wearing those too. So something like that would probably be my go-to. I actually have my Combat Chaos right here because it's waiting for a battery change. Probably do that video or shoot this video tomorrow. But I was gonna wear it the other day. I pulled it out of the case and it was dead, so that needs to change. I don't know, man, because as collectors of Invicta, we have so many watches to choose from. Today, I could say Chaos. Tomorrow could be the Russian Diver 15th anniversary. It always changes. It's I don't know, man. I can't even like, hit the nail on the head. It's just that urge to wear something one day, or like Kimon said, he saw him on Shop HQ and it triggered him to wear it. I might see in the groups, somebody post a watch that I have a similar style or have a different color variant of it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm wearing that tomorrow. I have no rhyme or reason on how I pick. What other brands do you have besides Invicta, Aragon, and Android? None. I guess I have a Guess that's got a good history to it. I've got a Kenneth Cole. The Kenneth Cole is a super old watch. That was the first watch I think I bought myself when I was recovering from my past. I think it was so Kenneth Cole, the Guess. I think that's it. Maybe a Fossil, but yeah, I don't collect any other brands. What's up, Bob? Ragman? What'd you say, Ragman? I really like the bigger watches as well. I have an 8.5-inch wrist. About what I have, about an 8.5-inch wrist, maybe a little smaller than that. I always say 8.25 to 8.5. What was I saying? I don't remember. Anyway, the Night on the Town watch. I get triggered by what I see in the groups. I see a watch in the group that catches my eye, and if I have one like it, I'll slap it on the wrist the next day. I've always wanted to go through like one by one, each case, and so I can remember what I wore yesterday and what I haven't worn, and like really cycle through all of them. But I never do because, like I said, I get triggered by a post, and I'll see it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm wearing the one I have tomorrow, and then I kind of screw up that rotation. And I have my dive cases labeled. Some of my watches are in display cases like you see behind me. So normally I know where to go. And then, it's always matching to my shoes and my pants and my shirt. So I'll go through what I have in that color variation that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow and go that way. Or else I'll pick the watch and then see what I have clean or dirty for, that watch to match. And then go from that way too. Yeah, you should wear that one tomorrow. I want to see another picture of that watch. I don't know what it is about gunmetal and rose gold, and I was curious to see how many of you agree with me, but rose gold and gunmetal look so good together. Just like Michael Russell had the watch. It was a reddish orange, more orange than red, with like a gunmetal gray, or like almost like the gray I'm wearing, like the color of my shirt. Watch, and the orange and the way the gray and the orange hit off each other. That watch was fire. It wasn't even a watch that I'm attracted to, that I like the way it looks, but just the color combination was amazing. It's like the Savage Garage colors, if you guys watch that on YouTube. Their colors are gray and orange, and Randy does a couple of his cars that way. Do I have any of the NFL collection? I believe I only have one. I'm in Arizona, so I have a Cardinals. It's the Pro Diver. Not sure where that case is at. Mama's movie books real quick. Can you move this stuff?
You're done yet?
No, I'm not done.
Which one is it?
Let me grab the case. Your group has a bunch of excellent people. Oh yeah. The Invicta family is unbeatable, man. So this is the Cardinals watch I have. My mom and pops got me this actually. Shout out to mom and pops. But yeah, I have that one NFL watch. Nothing against the branded watches, but I'm not the Marvel, DC, the NFL. I want watches that just represent me, and the look is really clean, and the least amount of I guess clutter on the dial is something that I'm after, especially lately. So having, you know, the comic characters on the dial, or having like the Cardinals watch, having a big old logo of my team on the watch, just isn't something that attracts me. Nothing against them at all, just it's not something that I'm drawn to. I really dig like the clean dials, like this Meteorite X-Wing. Really clean, just a date window, really clean. That's what I'm really into now, is the clean dials. Now, don't get me wrong, because like the master calendar here is busy as hell, and I like it. Something with the 8040 yen got me hooked on it, with having the day of the week on the watch. Something about when I first started collecting Invicta, and I got, you know, the 8040 yen bug, and I really like having the day of the week on the watch. Even though I don't use it, I know what day of the week it is. I just like looking down and seeing that. It's like the master calendar, the 8040 yen, the Z60 is okay. The 7750 Valjoux, the SW500 Auto. I like seeing the day of the week on the dial. I don't know what it is, but I was off on a little tangent. I have not bought a wall clock. I'm hoping that they'll come up with more different designs, because the models I enjoy and I love, they haven't come out with yet. So like, you know, I said, I don't wear Venoms. I don't wear Pro Divers or Grand Divers, really. I don't really own any. I have a couple of Pro Divers. I have a Scuba right here, and the one my mom and pops got me, the Cardinals one. But I'm not very big on Pro Divers either. So I've been actually waiting for like the 15th anniversary Russian Diver. I think would be a sick wall clock. It's got that square body. I think it would look sick in a wall clock. The Chaos, I don't know how that would work, because the main attraction for me on the Chaos is the bracelet, and obviously you're not gonna have the bracelet on the wall clock. The Sea Dragon, that'd be a sick wall clock. So if any of those come out, I'll definitely pull the trigger and I'll get one, because I definitely want one. But I want one that is a watch that I like. I don't want to just buy one just to buy one. So that's the only reason I have not bought one, is because there just hasn't been a watch that I collect that had came out as of yet. So or a Magnum with a double clock. Got the just like the real Magnum, you know, it's got the secondary dial. I don't know how that would work on a wall clock. You'd have to hang it really high to read the bottom, but or just a dummy one. But that'd be a sick wall clock too. I want something like that. I want something unique. I'm more into the unique Invicta designs. I'm not too big of a fan of the traditional like homage watches and the you know, Pro Divers and the simple, which are more elegant. I'm just not into that. I like the extravagant designs. All the haters on Invicta hate on. So I have no issues getting them closed, but they are tight. So the watch is nearly against the glass on these 12 slots. They fit. They definitely fit. You can see behind me, I have the yellow is Sobako Specialties, and the white is Venom Hybrids, and they close. I wouldn't go above 52 millimeter though. I have, both of those are obviously 52 millimeter, and they fit just right without the crowns hitting each other. I wouldn't go any bigger than 52 millimeter though, because they uh, they are tight. They're definitely close. They're not bumping, but they're very very close. But I like them. I like the fact that they're not hinged. So having them on my shelf there, I can just pop the lid off and pull the watch out and put the lid back on. I don't have to worry about trying to take the whole case out, open it up, and take the watch out. So I actually like that design. They were very inexpensive. I think the most I paid for one of them was like 40 or 50 bucks. So it was a win for me, and it was a no-brainer. I think I got one off of Rainier, and I got two from Invicta stores, I believe. I think the one I got from Rainier is right there, the black one. So I have three. And then I just got, with this watch actually, if you saw the video, I got the 6 slot. So I have a 6 slot right here. You know what? Let's do a demonstration while I got you guys here on the live. Let's put two Grand Octanes side by side and see how it works out. '64 slot Invicta trunk. Never even heard of it. Like I said, I'm not on Shop HQ or Invicta stores anymore, and I didn't even know that was a thing. 64 slot. I've seen the 50 slot. Is the biggest I've seen. I've seen it at Invicta store Orlando. I held it and it seems sturdy. 140 and roll it out. I never liked the 50 slot because the watches touch and the hard plastic. So yeah, come on, check it out. These won't even go in without scraping them on each other. So that's 56 or 63 if you're counting the crown. But I have them to where they're not touching. But yeah, they won't even fit. As far as closing the glass, let me take one out. Put the Grand Octane in there. It closes just fine. So the Grand Octane is in there, and it's closed, and it's not hitting the glass. So I don't know. I think it depends on wrist size more than anything. My wrist size is perfect for the cushion. I have almost 8.5 inch wrist, and so like the cushion is not being squished at all. It's perfectly hugged around it. Now it's kind of hard to get off because the cushion has hard ends, but it might depend on the cushion too. If you have a smaller wrist and you can't lock the watch around the cushion, that might be an issue for height wise when coming to those cases, because obviously if the bracelet is loose, it's going to make it more bulky in the case, which is going to make it stick up higher. So for display boxes, Jason, I have an Ace Timer. It's in my bedroom, which is on the complete opposite side of the house. But I have an Ace Timer 30 slot that I have my Grand Octanes in. My lady got me that one years ago. I'd say 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And that's a display case, glass. Has like a base on it, so it stands straight up. And it holds 30 Grand Octanes or C100s perfectly. It's got plenty of room. Besides that, I haven't found anything that fits the Grand Octanes comfortably. But the dive cases, like an 8 slot or the 15 slot. Besides that, I haven't found anything that fits them correctly. And I will not allow my watches to touch in a case. What up, Jeff? Big time gang. I won't let my watches touch because I don't know how many trades I've done where I've got a watch from a collector and it says I wore it twice. I get it and the side of the case is all scratched up. And that's because one watch, this crown is rubbing on the other case, and it's slowly, digging it up. And if it's not a high polished case, well, now you have those grooves and you have to try to brush them out without accidentally polishing the case, over polishing it and making it to where it doesn't match. And some of the brushing on the Invicta watches is great, and I don't want to screw that up. So I make sure that my watches do not touch. That's like a big no for me. No way can they touch. Um, one more time. I'm not sure if anybody besides Jeff, if anybody else new has jumped in. But on Shop HQ, if it's a C100s, it's over 300 though. Probably why nobody has it. What is it, Kenny? Like a 18 slot or something case? Is it by Invicta? So I've got these bad boys for sale. There's 4 of them, all gold. I'm not gonna name a price. I'm gonna tell you I have 300 into each one at least. I don't expect to get my money back. I don't expect you to pay 300, but I don't want to be selling them for $120 either. So if you're interested, hit me up. If you know anybody that may be interested, hit me up. I'm gonna post them on Big Ass Watches here probably tonight or tomorrow. But I thought I'd give you guys a chance at them first. These are all Coalition Forces Grand Octanes. Where we at? Oh, the 64 slot trunk. The stone bracelets don't scratch the side of the watches. I don't wear them, so I don't know. The stone bracelets? I was talking about the crown scratching the case of the watch is what I was talking about when they're in the actual watch case. That's why I don't allow mine to touch. What's up, David? First timer, welcome. Beads out of stones. Oh, okay. You're talking about like the bead bracelets? Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm trying to read the comments because on my live they pop up, but they're gone like in a second. So I'm not that fast of a reader. So I got asked that today in my comments on my Valjean video. One of the viewers asked me if I was into matching bracelets to my watches, and I'm not. Nothing against doing it, just it's not for me. And I've always wondered that, Kimon, if you guys switch them over to the other wrist, because I could never wear something else around my watch. That would drive me nuts. But that's just me. But I've always wondered if that's just for the photo op or that's actually the way you wear it. So it's nice to know that's just for the photo op. Anyway, back to the bead bracelets. I personally, I can't do it. I don't know. It doesn't fit my style. It doesn't fit me. It's not comfortable for me. I don't like it. So for me personally, I don't wear beads. I used to try to wear like, God, I can't even think of the name. The chain style. What is it called? The Cuban link. I used to have Cuban link bracelets and chains, and I don't even wear those anymore. I still have a couple of them, but I don't even wear them. I've kind of backed off of the jewelry. Now it's more about the kicks and the clothes and the watch, all kind of matching, and I don't really know other accessory. Bracelets ain't that bad, but jewelry around my neck drives me crazy. After so long, I start to get irritated by it, and I want it off. And I can't just wear like a little thin necklace. It's always got to be something big and flashy, so it starts to drive me crazy after a while. How do you tell if it's a Joker fake? I just got home from Afghanistan. I bought one from a guy and looks sketchy. The number one way, David, to spot a fake that I've learned is the back has a consumer number. All those numbers should be filled out. If there's any X's in that number, that's for sure a fake. Second thing, reference the model number. Every Invicta watch has a model number. When you put it in Google, just put Invicta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should come up with your exact watch. Now there's some Invicta models that are kind of rare and they don't have images that come up. I ran into that a couple times, but not very often. But most of the time, when you Google that watch, especially a Joker, it's a newer watch, it should be on Google. When you put in that model number, if it's not the exact watch that you have, that's another red flag. Chronograph hands. If the chronograph doesn't work, or if you actually look at the hands themselves and they're glued down, they're not real hands, that's another way. You're like me, what in the heck? Yeah, Kimon, and this Arizona heat ain't no joke. Today was a cooler day where everybody was kind of like, oh, it's not that bad. And it was 102, I think it was today. And, we weren't dying from heat exhaustion, but it's definitely hot in Arizona. Remember the MC hybrid fake? I don't think I've seen one. Or maybe you showed me one. I don't remember, though. My memory sucks, and I'm sorry. Um, a hybrid fake would yeah, that's even worse. Actually, I do remember that. It wasn't a master calendar, was it? I think it was like the Z60 fake. But yeah, I do remember that. Jeff Jackson agrees with me. Model number is the easiest way. Yeah, but the consumer number also. If you saw the video I did on the fake Magnum, the consumer number, which is on every Invicta as well, was like maybe 4 or 5 digits, and then it was like 10 X's. Where on a normal Invicta watch, the consumer number is completely filled out with numerals. Wow. Coalition Forces Grand Octanes don't have consumer numbers. David said, yep, it's a fake, damn it. How do you know? The consumer number? Sorry, brother, that sucks. Hey, me and my drone, what's up? Getting a fake definitely sucks. I bought one on purpose to show on YouTube when I first started YouTube. I bought an Invicta Excursion that was fake. I knew it was fake. I bought it from Wish for like $5. And I don't support buying fake watches at all. But I wanted to educate and show people that the even Invictas that aren't as expensive as a Rolly or anything, they make fakes. And then I got traded a Magnum. I'm not sure how long ago that was, a year and a half ago maybe. And it was from a trusted collector. And it was fake. It sucked. So some don't have those numbers. Yeah, the consumer number, like the Coalition Forces Grand Octane is looking at, they don't have them. Jeff, you remember that fake Magnum video? You still feel the same thrill of the new piece after all these years of collecting? I do. But I'm going to tell you like a junkie would say, you're always chasing that first high. So even though I love the thrill of getting a new watch, I love the expectation of getting it in the mail and it's going to arrive and I'm going to get it. Opening it up to see it for the first time, I love that whole experience. But you become a junkie, and as soon as you open that one up, you want another one. And so I've definitely calmed myself down because it's very easy to fall into where you just constantly are buying. And I've definitely chilled out now where I don't have to have that rush of getting a new watch every week or multiple watches a week. Besides my win that's coming, I think the last watch I bought was a Silvaco Specialty, the Spinel stones on the bezel. And that's been over a month, maybe 2 months. Yeah, I agree, Hemi. Nori. So if you guys don't know that story, when I got that fake Magnum, Nori hooked me up with a very similar Magnum to that fake, but a genuine, real Invicta. So props to Nori, man. That's the good Invicta family coming in clutch. And she was like, hey, I know you really wanted that watch. You were pretty bummed. Here you go. I got one for you. So shout out to you, Nori. Awesome gesture. I still love that watch. Still have it. Never going to get rid of it. I upgraded it to a bracelet. That's all I did. Besides that, it's staying in the collection forever. What new watch do you have your eyes on? I really like that Blue Label Master Calendar. Venom Hybrid. I've been watching that thing. It's like at 620 right now. I went on there like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went on Shop HQ to see what variations of the Master Calendar were out. And there's a couple beautiful ones, but that Blue Label, I was like, ooh, Blue Label Master Calendar Hybrid. I had to I had to check it out, and if I found it for the right price, I would definitely um, jump on it. Yeah, Nori, I agree. That fake had you find me, and much appreciated. Invicta family for life. I'm trying to get the Invicta in the shape of a skull. Those are on Shop HQ right now, I believe. Those Skull Invictas, and I believe there was a code that came out today for like 20% off. I can't remember what it was, but I got the email. Sorry, I've been sick for like 2 weeks. You can't get sick through the live, so don't worry. I'm not Corona. I got my vaccine, both doses in April, so I'm good. But I got a cough that won't go away. It's been 2 weeks already. Um, my collection is small, but I doubled it like in a month. I believe it. It's what happens to us all. Ask Kevin, which is what's his name on here? Pontiac. Ask Kevin. He's his collection's grown like 3 times what it was like 2 or 3 months ago. I mean, it's crazy. And I know that feeling, man. If you got the money, it can get really crazy really quick. Uh, Sitting here today talking to you guys with 100 watches sitting behind me, I never thought in a million years I would have this many watches. I consider myself a collector for most of my high school and adult life, and I normally had 3 to 5 watches on deck at all times. That was the most I ever owned, like at one time until now. I think when I first started getting heavy into Invicta, I had, I think like 3 or 4 Kenneth Coles, and it was a size thing. Kenneth Cole were a big watch, very cheaply made and light. And they weren't great. Um, Money was an option. Obviously, I couldn't afford to buy the really big watches that were expensive. Um, I had Kenneth Coles and I had Diesels. Those were my 2 brands that I had at that time, and I got rid of all of them. I traded people for Invicta. Where we at? The one with the black center on the bracelet. Are you talking about my spinel piece? Yes, that was the last spinel piece I got. I have 2 of them. One is blue and one is stainless. Uh, Artistman 31907. Not sure what that is. I just got the Blue Label Sirocco number 6. Highly recommend. Nice. I was just telling everybody a little while ago that I won another watch on the watch raffle. On this one was on an original watch raffle, and it's coming soon. And it's a Sirocco number 6, Pave dial, rose gold, and stainless steel. Can't wait to get that one. And I actually, um, even though I'm super excited to get it, if somebody wants to trade me the diamond Pave dial Chaos for it, gone in a heartbeat. I already have a Sand 6 Pave dial. It's the yellow gold and stainless steel. That one was a gift from a great friend, and I won't get rid of that one. But the rose gold, if somebody wants it and wants to trade me a Chaos Pave dial for it, gone. I don't need 2 Sand 6s, but I really want the Chaos Pave dial. Got that cough. No 420 for me. I do smoke cigarettes, so it's a bad habit. Do you have a preference between bracelet, leather strap, silicone, NATO strap? Bracelet, 100%. I'd say I probably have 1% strap in my collection. I just got a puppy Sirocco Specialty. Maybe that's my newest watch. The mint green one, I got that one maybe a month or 2 ago. That was the first time in forever that I bought a watch on the strap, and I like the mint green, and so I had to do it. It was just like a must for me. That one, I have another Sirocco Sport that's on a strap. I'm trying to think if I have anything else on the strap. I have an Excursion on the strap, so I probably have 3 out of over 100 that are on the strap. All the rest are bracelets. I'm a bracelet guy 100%, especially with the weight of our Invicta watches. I've always felt like the bracelet balances the watch out to where it's not top heavy. I remember I put a Hydromax on a NATO strap, and I wore it for maybe 2 hours, and it was so heavy, so top heavy, and I felt like the NATO strap was gonna break, and I had to take it off right away. But yeah, I'm not a strap guy. I don't like the whole going through the motion of strapping it, and I don't like having to constantly mess with the keepers. Um, I live in Arizona, and unless it's like a nice breathable silicone, leather doesn't work for me. I sweat like crazy. Um, Poly, definitely, I hate poly. It's just not comfortable to me. They're too thick and too unflexible. So bracelet, 100%. I've been a bracelet guy since day one collecting watches. Uh, Number one watch never getting rid of is a Submariner Rolex. Nice. I'm not sure I'll ever own one, and if I did, it was just to have it. I probably would never wear it. But I mean, Rolex definitely has that name that everybody wants one. The watch raffle is gonna make me get on snitch book. Wow, Hemi, no snitching, bro. Um, you're hot for that chaos. I just really like the chaos, man. It's the bracelet design and the comfort of the watch is a go for me. The Sand 6 is definitely a better design as far as the intricacies and the detail. There's a lot more design into the Sand 6 than there is on the Chaos. It's just something about the simplicity of the Chaos that um, it just it attracts me. I don't know how to explain it any other way. Marcus, what's up, brother? Hey, Smitten, how you doing? Leather about 5 times a year on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I imagine. Humidity got to be crazy. Oh, that's what you call Facebook, a snitch book. Okay, I thought you were starting to snitch. What you got on your wrist right now is better than any Rolex subby. Yeah. I got that watch I posted today, still on the wrist. This is that Valjoux 7750. Hematite. Beautiful watch, man. Love this watch. Just won it. I think I've owned it for less than a month now, but I didn't wear it until after my video posted. I wanted to be able to show it off that way. Kenny, my take on Shaq and JT pieces. Shaq, I cannot comment on. I don't own a Shaq, and I don't plan to. If you want me to, I can get in depth on that. The JT, I love the JTs. I love that they're limited edition. When I got really into Invicta, JT was already a thing, so it's like a household name with Invicta, where Shaq was something that just started. It's new to me, it's fresh, and I just didn't jump on that bandwagon. Nothing against Shaq. Shaq's, awesome ex, NBA star, Hall of Famer. I just see the Shaq logo as something I can buy in Walmart. That's my honest opinion. And so I just shied away from the Shaq. The Shaq logo is humongous on the dial. It's just a turn off. The JT to me is really subtle. It's up on the top at the 12 o'clock. Nothing major. You're not looking at a big old logo that says Jason Taylor. Where the Shaq logo is big, bulky, in your face. You notice it right away. And so I just stayed away from the Shaq watches. And another point of that is I've switched my size preference, and all the Shaq watches are what I would have wore 5 years ago and been chasing after was the biggest watch Invicta makes. That's what I was all about. I'm not about that anymore now. I'm an old man about comfort. You see all these damn grays on my face. I want comfort. I want to be able to wear a watch for 15 hours without being uncomfortable. I want to be able to wear a watch and enjoy it and not keep on adjusting it and it driving me nuts. So I just went to 52 millimeters, like the biggest I'll buy now besides The Grand S1 Rally. I love those. If you have one for sale, hit me up. But yeah, that's my take on the Shack. I just I can't get behind the logo. It would drive me crazy if I bought one, and so I won't do it. Um, I don't know how many of you can relate to that, but you know, the JT, like I said, was a name already in Invicta when I started collecting Invicta. I think I've been in the Invicta game about 10 years now, maybe 9. And Kimon agrees with me. See, I'm onto something if you agree with me. Kenny agrees with me too. So yeah, that big old Shack logo. John, the phone guy's in the house. What's up, John? Um, I I'm trying to be more selective now with my collection. So as I continue to collect, I wanted to start collecting more automatics, less quartz. Thoughts on the Gladiator? I personally won't get one. Um, that's the lifestyle watch, and Trap loves them. I can't. Uh, it's just not for me. I'm not into the chain. I'm not into that look. Um, I'm trying to stay with the designs I know. I guess I don't even know how to say it without being a super offensive. I just I don't like the look of it. I just right from the day when I saw it, like the Hercules too. I don't own a Hercules. I never will. I don't like the look of that either. I think I was just talking about earlier wearing the Cuban link chains and bracelets, and that's kind of like the same thing to me, but it's on my watch, and I don't do that anymore. It's just not for me. So the Hercules and the Gladiator are not for me. I'll never own one probably ever. Just me. Sorry, gents, I love my Shack Beast, and no one has ever mentioned the logo when they see it. Yeah, and I mean, if somebody's looking at your watch that close and saying, "Oh, you got a Shack logo on it," then they're a little too close to you. You need to hit them and back them up. Back up, punk. You know what I mean? But um, each to each his own. I mean, we're all Invicta collectors. We all have different preferences. If we didn't, then we'd all have the exact same watch and be posting the exact same watch every day. So, more power to you if you like it. I was asked my opinion. I don't like it. So, don't take offense. It's just the way I feel about it. It's just not for me. What do we hear say here? You buy Shaq kicks in Walmart. Victor used his name. Yeah, and that's the thing is, Shaq's on every billboard, every commercial. Um, you can buy Shaq shoes, shorts, T-shirt at Walmart, and nothing against the Shaq name, but I feel like they shouldn't have branded it so big. I was talking to Trap about this like a couple weeks back. I think since Shaq has licensing to his Superman logo, they should have put the little Superman logo like they do the JTs at the very top of the watch. I think that would have attracted me a lot more to the watches. And then like I said, the oversized, the huge watch, I'm not into as much anymore. So that's another way for me to just kind of avoid getting one. Um, oh man, Hemi. Amen. I don't know what I said, but amen. Just keeping it real, keeping it 100. I love you all, and I'm never gonna steer you anywhere but the way I believe, and I'm gonna tell you the way it is, whether you like it or not, and hopefully nobody gets offended because we're all grown men and women, and you gotta have thicker skin than that. So if you do get offended by me, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to keep it real. And everybody has an opinion. They're like a butthole, and I was giving out mine, not my butthole, my opinion. Let's get that straight. But what else? What else? The San 6 Pave dial. coming soon to me, and it could be yours if you want to trade me a Chaos Pave Dial. Kimon, I thought that was funny. I'm glad somebody finally laughed at it. It's like the First Amendment. You may not like your watch, but I'll support you getting it. Yeah, yeah. And I'm, I'm not gonna say I was Invicta family before that was a thing because Invicta Hawks have been around forever and stuff. But I've been talking Invicta family for years, and it's something that I really stand behind. I love you guys for real. I wouldn't even do the YouTube thing if it wasn't for all you guys that watch and support. And so, I've had a couple of incidents where collectors that I actually look up to and have great collections and stuff get really offended by someone else and take it out on me because I'm an admin in a group, or leave my group or block me because I asked them to tone down the way that we were approaching somebody, or we're men and women, we're grown adults. I don't think I have any children in my group. If you can't take simple commentary, you need to grow up. It's straight up. I've approached a few people that get really into their feelings. All right, Marco. Appreciate you, brother. I'm probably going to get out of here in a minute, too. I didn't want to go over an hour. I know people have lives and have things to do, and I don't want to keep everybody forever. I appreciate all you that have stuck around, though. It's awesome. Back to that, though, real quick, just to touch on it. We need to all get tougher skin, man. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 1980. I'm 40 years old. I don't got no time to be a crybaby, man, and listen to crybabies. Straight up, if somebody peed in your Cheerios, dump it out, wash it, make a new bowl. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let someone's opinion bother you. I'm a YouTuber now. Later, Angel. Later, Marcus. And as a YouTuber, you get a lot of comments, mean comments from people. I don't let that crap faze me at all. To me, it's a joke, man. People have to hate. Exactly, Jeff. Everything is not for everybody. Grow up or grow a set. Amen, Nori. People have their opinions. People are going to say shit. And people are going to say stuff just to hurt you. Just to see if it bothers you. Just to rile you up. And I'm way more level-headed than that, so it doesn't even bother me. I laugh at it and I delete it. Anyway. If you're watching this live or you're watching this, tomorrow or whatever, just know I love you. Don't take offense. Let's grow some thicker skin. Anyway, family, I'm going to cut this one off. An hour of listening to me by myself. I don't know how to do the whole Trap Vision thing where I bring in people and there's a group of us all talking together. I don't know how to do that, or else I would. I would love to have guests, but I'm not that tech savvy. So I'm going to start trying to do this at least once a month. If you're interested, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I put a community tab up, and I got like 12% said they weren't interested in seeing a live from me ever, which was hilarious. I mean, it made me laugh. But anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing me do this, once a month, holler at me. Let me know. Appreciate you guys. Big time gang. Much love. Salute. Have a great night.